Airports, much like shipping ports, have their own set of costs. Sometimes they turn a profit and other times they face a loss. Maintenance of the runways, gates and baggage facilities, including security, is a priority for this aircraft-infested property. Fees subsidize or cover the expenses necessary to keep it running as planes continuously fly in and out. This maintenance reduces and prevents people from dying by keeping up with the latest technologies and improvements. It removes the impediments that can cause destruction. Governments often bear the brunt of upkeep or upgrades as they put safety and upward mobility in front to secure a future for the citizens that reside in and outside of the destination, and this benefits the entire country. The future of a country is in its trade of people and resources, and the look and feel of the airport lends to the sophistication of a developing or developed nation. As we move to the next level of jet safety, let's delve into the money that goes into it, shall we? Have you ever wondered about the hidden costs tucked away in your plane ticket? Airlines face a complex web of expenses, from fuel to staff salaries. One significant expense often overlooked is airline parking fees. Think of it like parking your car, but on a much grander scale. These fees, charged by airports to airlines, cover a range of services essential for smooth airport operations. Understanding these fees is crucial. Airlines factor these costs into ticket prices. By understanding what drives these fees, we gain a clearer picture of the economics of air travel. Let's delve into the world of airline parking fees and uncover the reasons behind their often hefty price tags. Just like cars need parking spots, so do airplanes. However, the logistics and costs involved in parking an aircraft are far more complex and significant. Aircraft parking fees are the charges airlines pay to airports for parking their planes at terminal gates or designated parking areas. These fees are a crucial part of airport revenue and help in maintaining the infrastructure. These fees are calculated based on several factors, ensuring that the costs are fairly distributed among different types of aircraft and their usage patterns. The size and weight of the aircraft are key considerations. Larger and heavier planes require more space and stronger infrastructure, which translates to higher fees. Larger, heavier planes take up more space and put more strain on the tarmac. This wear and tear necessitates more frequent maintenance and repairs, adding to the overall cost. The duration of the stay also plays a role. The longer an aircraft remains parked, the more it costs the airline. A quick layover will cost less than an overnight stay. Extended parking times can lead to higher fees due to the prolonged use of airport resources. The location of the parking spot within the airport also affects the price. Prime spots near the terminal are more expensive due to their convenience. Gates closer to terminals, offering passengers convenience and airlines quicker turnaround times, come at a premium. These spots are in high demand and thus command higher fees. Remote parking spots further away from the terminal are less expensive but require additional transportation for passengers and crew. This can add logistical challenges and time delays. These fees ensure that airports can maintain and manage their parking infrastructure effectively. They cover the costs of maintenance, security, and other essential services, ensuring smooth operations. Parking the plane is just one piece of the puzzle. Once an aircraft is on the ground, a flurry of activity begins. This is where ground service charges come in. These fees cover a wide range of essential services provided by the airport or contracted companies. Baggage handling is a major component. Loading and unloading luggage requires specialized equipment and personnel. Catering services, ensuring passengers have food and beverages during their flight, also fall under this category. Waste disposal, adhering to strict hygiene and environmental regulations, is another crucial aspect. Refueling the aircraft, a time-sensitive and potentially hazardous operation, adds to the costs. These ground service charges are essential for ensuring a safe, efficient and comfortable travel experience. Airports are massive, complex facilities that require constant upkeep. Facility maintenance fees cover the costs of maintaining the infrastructure that allows planes to take off, land and taxi safely. Runways, the arteries of any airport, require regular inspections, repairs and resurfacing to handle the weight of countless aircraft. Taxiways, the paths planes use to navigate between gates and runways, also demand upkeep. Parking areas, where planes are parked when not in use, need to be properly maintained to ensure the safety of the aircraft and ground crew. These maintenance tasks are not just about aesthetics, they are about ensuring the safety and efficiency of airport operations. By charging facility maintenance fees, airports can invest in the necessary upkeep and ensure the longevity of their infrastructure. Behind the scenes of any bustling airport is a complex web of operational support systems working tirelessly to keep things running smoothly. Operational support costs cover the expenses associated with these essential services, ensuring the safe and efficient flow of aircraft and passengers. Air traffic control, a critical component, ensures planes take off, land and taxi without incident. Security measures, including passenger screening and baggage checks, are crucial for maintaining safety and preventing security breaches. These services require specialized equipment, trained personnel, and constant vigilance. Operational support costs also cover the maintenance and operation of airport lighting, signage, and communication systems, all essential for safe and efficient operations. A tale of three airports comparing parking fees around the world. Airline parking fees vary significantly around the world, reflecting differences in airport infrastructure, operating costs, and local market conditions. Let's compare three major international airports: Heathrow Airport in London, Dubai International Airport, and Singapore Changi Airport. Heathrow, known for its high operating costs and prime location, has some of the highest parking fees globally. Dubai International, a major hub for long-haul flights, also has relatively high fees driven by its ambitious infrastructure and focus on luxury travel. Singapore Changi, renowned for its efficiency and passenger experience, manages to maintain competitive parking fees while offering top-notch facilities. These comparisons highlight the diverse factors influencing airport pricing strategies. Heathrow's high stakes, why London's hub commands top dollar. Heathrow Airport, one of the busiest airports in the world, is infamous for its high airline parking fees. This bustling hub sees millions of passengers and thousands of flights each year, making it a critical node in global air travel. Several factors contribute to this. Firstly, its location in one of the world's most expensive cities, London, means high land values and operating costs. The prime real estate that Heathrow occupies comes at a premium, driving up the costs for airlines. Secondly, Heathrow has invested heavily in state-of-the-art infrastructure, including new terminals and runways, to maintain its status as a global hub. These investments ensure that the airport remains competitive and can handle the increasing volume of passengers and flights. Thirdly, environmental regulations in London are stringent, and Heathrow incurs significant costs to minimize its noise and emissions impact. The airport has to implement advanced technologies and practices to comply with these regulations, adding to its operational expenses. Fourthly, Heathrow operates at or near capacity for much of the year, with peak demand during peak travel seasons. This constant high demand means that the airport is always bustling and space is at a premium. This high demand allows the airport to charge premium prices for its limited parking slots. Airlines are willing to pay these fees to secure a spot at such a crucial and well-connected airport, ensuring they can serve their passengers efficiently. The ripple effect: how parking fees influence airline operations. Airline parking fees are not just an isolated expense. They have a ripple effect on overall airline operations. Airlines facing tight margins and intense competition must factor these costs into their ticket prices. High parking fees can make certain routes less profitable, potentially influencing an airline's decision to serve a particular airport or adjust its flight schedules. Moreover, airlines may adopt strategies to minimize their parking expenses. This could involve opting for shorter ground times, using smaller aircraft on routes with high parking fees, or negotiating more favorable rates with airports. Understanding the impact of parking fees is crucial for airlines seeking to optimize their operations and maintain financial stability. Understanding the bigger picture, airline parking fees, often overlooked by travelers, play a vital role in the complex ecosystem of air travel. These fees are not just arbitrary charges, but are essential for the functioning of the entire airport system. These fees, covering a wide array of services from basic aircraft parking to essential ground services and facility maintenance, ensure the smooth and safe operation of airports worldwide. Without these fees, the quality and safety of air travel could be compromised. Factors like airport location, infrastructure, environmental regulations, and market demand all contribute to the final price tag. Each of these elements plays a crucial role in determining how much airlines and ultimately passengers have to pay. Understanding these fees allows for a deeper appreciation of the intricate web of costs associated with air travel. It sheds light on the numerous behind-the-scenes activities that make our journeys possible. As passengers, it's easy to take for granted the seamless experience of arriving at an airport and boarding a flight. We often overlook the meticulous planning and coordination required to make this happen. However, behind the scenes, a complex dance of logistics and finances ensures we reach our destinations safely and efficiently. From ground crew operations to financial planning, every aspect is meticulously managed to provide a smooth travel experience. Now, I know what you're thinking. Airport parking, really? Hasn't the gin run out already? But trust me on this one. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Heathrow Airport parking charges. It's more thrilling than it sounds, I promise. We'll be unpacking all the different fees and charges from your little EasyJet numbers right up to the big daddies of the sky. Stay tuned to find out just how much those airlines have to cough up when they park those metal birds. You might be surprised, or you might just want to lie down in a darkened room. Right, let's start with the little guys, shall we? Your standard Ryanair, your cheeky little Jet 2. These narrow-bodied darlings are charged a surprisingly reasonable £31.37 per parking session. Now, I don't know about you, but that's less than I paid to park at Tesco last Tuesday. Of course, this is Heathrow we're talking about, darling, so don't get too excited. That price is probably just for the privilege of letting the pilot have a quick nose around the cockpit. They probably charge extra for oxygen masks and use of the toilets. Still, £31.37. You could practically park a whole fleet of those paper airplanes we used to make in school for that price. Now things get a little more serious when we move on to the wide-bodied beauties. I'm talking your Emirates A380s, your massive Boeings, the kind of planes that make you feel like you're stepping onto a floating city. These luxurious behemoths are hit with a slightly more substantial charge of £65.88 per parking session. I mean, it's still less than a night out in Soho, but it adds up, doesn't it? Especially when you've got more passengers than a busload of Kardashians. And imagine the logistics. It's not like they can just squeeze into any old space. They probably need a team of air traffic controllers just to guide them into the parking bay. Now hold on to your hats, folks, because things are about to get really interesting. When it comes to the real giants of the sky, those fixed-wing behemoths that weigh in at over 16 tons. Heathrow plays hardball. We're talking Antonov An-225S, Boeing C-17 Globemaster III's planes so massive they probably cast a shadow over the entire airport. For these aviation titans, the parking charges are a bit more, shall we say, fluid. The exact amount depends on a variety of factors, including the time of day or night and the duration of their stay. It's all about something called the night quota period. Cough up, darlings. Minimum charges for European flights. Now, listen closely because this is where things get really juicy. Heathrow has something called a minimum charge. Basically a cover charge for landing your plane, darling. For our friends across the pond, you know, those charming Europeans with their tiny cars and excellent cheese, the minimum charge is a cool £1,699.39. Now, I'm no accountant, but that's a lot of baguettes. It's enough to make even the most seasoned pilot reach for their smelling salts. But wait, there's more. If you're jetting in from further afield, say those exotic locales with kangaroos and koalas, or perhaps those sun-drenched islands with cocktails and endless beaches, brace yourselves. For all you international high flyers, the minimum charge is a whopping £2,735. That's more than I spent on shoes last year, and believe me, I like my footwear. It makes you wonder if they're charging for the air these planes breathe. Now, you might think that a quick drop-off at the terminal wouldn't break the bank, but think again, my friend. Heathrow charges a cheeky little £6 per visit to their passenger drop-off zones. £6 for what? A quick kiss and a cuddle goodbye? A frantic scramble for luggage? It's outrageous. And you know they're making a fortune from those tearful farewells. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is all terribly depressing. Is there any light at the end of this runway? Well, fret not, my frugal friends, because there is a glimmer of hope. Heathrow offers long-stay parking options, and here's the good news. It's free for the first 30 minutes. Yes, you heard that right. You can park your car, have a quick cuppa, and dash back before they start charging you an arm and a leg. And if you're a blue badge holder, you're in luck. You get a glorious 2 hours of free parking. Now that's what I call a decent deal. Well, there you have it, my darlings, a whirlwind tour of Heathrow Airport parking charges. I hope you found it enlightening, if not slightly terrifying. Remember, knowledge is power, and now you're armed with enough information to make a budget airline CEO weep. Heathrow Airport, a name synonymous with global travel and connectivity. It's one of the busiest airports in the world, serving as a gateway to countless destinations across the globe. Millions of passengers pass through its terminals every year, making it a bustling hub of activity and a vital part of international travel. Have you ever wondered how Heathrow manages to keep everything running smoothly? From the moment a plane lands to the time it takes off again, every detail is meticulously planned and executed. The answer lies in its complex funding structure. This intricate web of financial planning ensures that every aspect of the airport's operations is well funded and efficiently managed. We will delve into the intricacies of Heathrow's finances, exploring the various sources of revenue and how they are used to maintain and expand this vital transportation hub. From landing fees to retail income, every penny is accounted for. Understanding how Heathrow funds its operations is crucial. It reveals the scale of coordination and investment required to keep such a massive entity functioning seamlessly. It gives us a glimpse into the scale of its operations. The airport is not just a place where planes land and take off. It's a small city with its own economy and infrastructure. Funding impacts everything from the passenger experience to future development plans. The quality of services, the comfort of lounges, and the efficiency of security checks all depend on how well the airport is financed. So, let's get into it and uncover the secrets behind Heathrow's financial success. By understanding the financial backbone of this global hub, we can appreciate the monumental effort that goes into making Heathrow one of the world's leading airports. Heathrow Airport is not solely funded by the government. Private investment plays a significant role in its financial stability. Big investment companies see Heathrow as a good place to put their money. They trust that it will give them a good return. One of the key investors is a company called Ardian. They manage funds for lots of different people and organizations. Other investors include sovereign wealth funds. These are funds set up by countries to invest their surplus cash. These investors have a big stake in Heathrow's success. They work closely with the airport to make sure their investment is used wisely. When you fly from Heathrow, you're not just paying for your plane ticket. The cost of your journey includes various fees that contribute to the airport's operations and services. Part of your fare goes directly to the airport in the form of passenger fees. These fees are essential for maintaining the high standards of service and safety that Heathrow is known for. These fees cover essential services that keep the airport running smoothly, from the maintenance of runways and terminals to the salaries of the staff who ensure everything operates efficiently. One of the main passenger fees is the Airport Passenger Duty, APD. This duty is a significant part of the overall cost and is used to fund various airport services. This fee, collected by the airlines on behalf of the government, contributes to the airport's revenue. It helps in the development and improvement of airport infrastructure. Additionally, passengers pay for security checks, which are crucial for maintaining safety and security at the airport. These checks ensure that all passengers can travel safely and securely. Then there's the cost of using the terminal facilities. This includes everything from the seating areas to the restrooms and even the Wi-Fi services. All of these small fees add up to a significant revenue stream for Heathrow. This revenue is crucial for the continuous improvement and expansion of the airport, ensuring it remains one of the leading airports in the world. Heathrow isn't just about passengers, it's a massive hub for cargo. Think of all the goods that are flown around the world. Heathrow handles a huge volume of this cargo, and that means big business for the airport. They charge fees for handling and storing cargo. This is a steady source of income for the airport. And then there's the retail side. Ever noticed all the shops and restaurants at airports? Heathrow makes money from renting out space to these businesses. They also generate revenue from car parking facilities. So even if you're just dropping someone off, you're contributing to Heathrow's income. Airlines are Heathrow's biggest customers, and their fees make up a huge part of the airport's income. These fees aren't just a one-off thing. They vary depending on factors like the size of the aircraft and the time of day the flight departs. Airlines pay for things like landing and takeoff slots, which are in high demand at a busy airport like Heathrow. They also pay for using bridges to board and disembark passengers, as well as for check-in desks and baggage handling services. These fees are essential for maintaining the airport's infrastructure and ensuring smooth operations. Investing in efficiency, Heathrow is committed to providing a seamless and efficient experience for all passengers. To achieve this, they invest heavily in improving terminal capabilities. This includes upgrading baggage handling systems, which can be a common source of delays. They are also investing in technology to speed up security checks, making the process faster and less stressful for travelers. Another key area of investment is ensuring punctual departures and arrivals. This involves optimizing runway use and improving air traffic control systems. By investing in these areas, Heathrow aims to reduce delays and enhance the overall passenger experience. Expansion plans meeting future demands. As one of the world's busiest airports, Heathrow needs to keep up with growing demand. That's why they have ambitious expansion plans in place. These plans involve significant investment in terminal infrastructure, particularly at Terminal 2 and Terminal 5. The goal is to create more space for passengers, reduce congestion, and accommodate the increasing number of travelers. The expansion plans will also improve connections between terminals, making it easier for passengers to transfer flights. Sustainability, a core principle. Heathrow understands that its operations have an impact on the environment. That's why they are committed to improving their environmental credentials by investing in sustainable practices. One of their key goals is to reduce carbon emissions. They are doing this by transitioning to sustainable power sources such as solar and wind energy. Heathrow also promotes the use of electric vehicles and has implemented programs to reduce waste and conserve water. These initiatives reflect Heathrow's dedication to becoming a more sustainable and environmentally responsible airport. A sustainable future for Heathrow. Heathrow Airport's funding model is a complex but fascinating system. It involves a blend of private investments, passenger fees, cargo charges, and airline contributions. This diversified revenue stream ensures that the airport remains financially robust and capable of meeting its operational needs. From private investors to passenger fees, each source of income plays a crucial role in maintaining the airport's high standards. The fees collected from passengers help in providing top-notch services and facilities, ensuring a seamless travel experience. Cargo charges to airline contributions, every penny is accounted for and utilized efficiently. The cargo operations at Heathrow are a significant part of its revenue, supporting global trade and commerce. The airport generates revenue from a variety of sources. This financial strategy not only supports daily operations, but also funds future projects aimed at enhancing the airport's capacity and services. This money is then reinvested back into the airport to improve efficiency, expand its infrastructure, and enhance sustainability. Investments in renewable energy sources like solar panels are part of Heathrow's commitment to a greener future. As one of the world's busiest airports, Heathrow plays a vital role in connecting people and businesses globally. It serves as a major hub for international travel, facilitating millions of journeys each year. Heathrow plays a vital role in connecting people and businesses globally. The airport's extensive network of flights ensures that passengers can reach almost any destination in the world, making it a critical link in the global transportation chain. By investing in its future, Heathrow is ensuring that it can continue to meet the demands of a growing global economy. Ongoing expansion projects and terminal upgrades are designed to accommodate increasing passenger numbers and enhance the overall travel experience. Heathrow is ensuring that it can continue to meet the demands of a growing global economy. The airport's strategic investments are aimed at improving efficiency, reducing wait times, and providing a more comfortable environment for travelers, while minimizing its environmental impact. Heathrow is committed to reducing its carbon footprint through various green initiatives, including the use of eco-friendly fuels and energy-efficient technologies. The future of Heathrow looks bright, with a focus on sustainability and passenger satisfaction remaining at the core of its operations. The airport's vision includes creating a more sustainable and efficient travel hub that meets the needs of future generations, with a focus on sustainability and passenger satisfaction remaining at the core of its operations. By prioritizing these values, Heathrow aims to set a benchmark for other airports worldwide, ensuring a better, greener future for all. Heathrow. The name alone conjures up images of bustling terminals, endless queues, and a constant hum of activity. It's a place where dreams take flight and where the world converges. It's the airport everyone loves to hate, a necessary evil. For many travelers, it's both a gateway to adventure and a source of endless frustration, like a traffic jam but with more suitcases. The hustle and bustle can be overwhelming, with people rushing to catch flights, dragging heavy luggage and navigating through security checks. It's crowded, it's noisy, and good luck finding your car afterward. The parking lots are a maze and the pickup areas are always packed, and here's the kicker, it's Britain's biggest airport, a colossal hub that connects the UK to the rest of the world. You can't just ignore it. It's a vital part of the country's infrastructure, handling millions of passengers every year. Heathrow is like that mate who always hogs the telly remote. Annoying, sure, but he's got all the best channels. From luxury lounges to a plethora of dining options, Heathrow offers amenities that make the wait a bit more bearable. Heathrow connects the UK to the world. It's a hub for international travel, with flights to every corner of the globe. Business trips, holidays, you name it, Heathrow handles it most of the time. It's a lifeline for business travellers and holidaymakers alike. Now, this aging giant is getting a facelift, a very expensive facelift. The airport is undergoing major renovations to improve its facilities and expand its capacity. Think of it like this. Your granddad, after winning the lottery, decides to buy a sports car. It's a bold move, but one that promises to bring a new level of excitement. Except in this case, the sports car is actually more runways and terminals. Why bother? Because the demand for air travel is ever increasing, and Heathrow wants to stay ahead of the curve, because Heathrow wants to stay top dog. More passengers, more flights, more money. But with growth comes challenges, and not everyone is on board with the expansion plans. But some people aren't happy. Local residents and environmentalists are raising concerns about the impact of the expansion. They say it'll be like living next to a rave that never ends. The noise pollution and increased traffic are major points of contention, so buckle up, because we're taking a look at Heathrow's high-flying ambitions and the turbulence they might cause. From the benefits of expansion to the concerns of the community, we'll explore what the future holds for Britain's biggest airport. Heathrow isn't shy about splashing the cash. They've already spent a whopping £4 billion on upgrades. That's enough to buy everyone in London a cup of coffee. Twice. So what are they spending it on? First up, the runways. They're like the red carpet for airplanes, and they get worn out. So Heathrow's giving them a makeover, £100 million to be precise. For that much dosh, it better be paved with gold. New terminals are also part of the plan. Think of them as the airport's living room, and nobody wants a shabby living room. These new terminals are all shiny and modern, with more shops and restaurants, perfect for a quick pret before your flight to Malaga. But the real money spinner, the big kahuna, is the third runway. This is the big one, folks. The third runway at Heathrow Airport. It's a project that's been in the works for years, and it's finally coming to a head. It's been debated more than Brexit, with opinions flying from all sides. Politicians, environmentalists, business leaders, and local residents all have something to say, and it's going to cost a fortune. We're talking about a massive financial undertaking, £14 billion to be exact. That's an astronomical sum, enough to make anyone's head spin. To put it in perspective, that's enough to buy every football club in the Premier League. Twice. Imagine the scale of this investment. So why all the fuss? Why is this project so controversial? Well, Heathrow says they need it to keep up with demand. The airport is one of the busiest in the world, and more runways mean more flights. More flights mean more passengers, and more passengers mean more money. It's a simple equation, really. They claim it'll create jobs and boost the economy. Thousands of new jobs in construction, aviation and related industries. Sounds great, right? Not so fast. Opponents say it'll be an environmental disaster. The new runway would pave over green spaces and increase carbon emissions. More planes mean more noise, more pollution and more angry villagers. The quality of life for those living nearby could plummet. They argue that the economic benefits are overblown and the environmental costs are too high. The debate is fierce and shows no signs of cooling down. It's a classic case of your mileage may vary. What seems like a boon to some is a bane to others. If you live near Heathrow, you're probably not thrilled. The noise and pollution could make life unbearable. If you're a frequent flyer, you might be all for it. More flights mean more options and potentially lower fares. As for me, I'm just here for the ride. Watching this drama unfold is like watching a high-stakes game of chess. Who will win? Only time will tell. Heathrow's expansion plans are like a shot of espresso for the UK economy, or so they say. The idea is that by adding more runways and increasing the airport's capacity, the UK can boost its global connectivity. This means more flights, more passengers, and more opportunities for trade and tourism. More flights mean more tourists, more business travellers, and more cargo. This influx of people and goods can stimulate local businesses, from hotels and restaurants to retail stores and service providers. The ripple effect can be significant, impacting various sectors of the economy. All of this translates into more jobs and more moolah for everyone. Well, maybe not everyone. While many will benefit from the increased economic activity, there are always those who might not see the same level of gain. It's a complex web of winners and losers. With a third runway, Heathrow could offer more destinations. Think exotic beaches, bustling cities, and duty-free shopping sprees. The expanded network could make it easier for people to travel to and from the UK, opening up new markets and opportunities for both leisure and business travel. The possibilities are endless, or at least as endless as a plane ticket allows. The increased connectivity could also make the UK a more attractive destination for international conferences and events, further boosting the economy. But the real prize is the economic impact. The expansion is projected to bring in billions of pounds, not just from increased tourism and trade, but also from the construction and operation of the new facilities. Heathrow claims that the expansion will create thousands of jobs. These jobs will range from construction and engineering roles to positions in hospitality, retail, and airport operations. The job creation could be a significant boost for local communities and generate billions of pounds for the UK economy. The financial benefits are touted as a major selling point, with promises of increased GDP and improved economic resilience. They even hired some very clever economists to crunch the numbers and make it all sound very convincing. These experts have presented detailed reports and projections to support the case for expansion. Of course, not everyone is buying it. There are skeptics who question the validity of these projections and argue that the benefits are overstated. Some say the economic benefits are exaggerated, pointing out that similar promises have been made in the past without being fully realized. And the true costs, like environmental damage and noise pollution, are often downplayed. The expansion could lead to increased air and noise pollution, affecting the quality of life for nearby residents, haven't been fully accounted for. Critics argue that the long-term environmental and social costs could outweigh the short-term economic gains, making the expansion a contentious issue. Green groups see red. Remember those angry villagers I mentioned earlier? Well, they're not alone. Environmental groups are fuming about Heathrow's expansion plans. They say it's a disaster for the planet, and they're not mincing words. More flights mean more emissions. And we all know that carbon emissions are about as popular as a fart in a spacesuit these days. The New Economics Foundation, a bunch of very serious people with calculators, say the environmental costs of the expansion could be enormous. They're talking about air pollution, noise pollution, and damage to wildlife habitats. They say it's like swapping a bicycle for a monster truck. Sure, you might get there faster, but at what cost? Heathrow, of course, says they're committed to sustainability. They're planting trees, investing in cleaner technology, and promising to offset their emissions. But for some, it's too little, too late. Jobs versus jet fuel. So there you have it. On one hand, we have the promise of economic growth, more jobs, and a shiny new airport. On the other hand, we have concerns about the environment, noise pollution, and the wrath of angry villagers. It's a classic dilemma: jobs versus the environment, progress versus preservation. Heathrow's expansion plans have become a political hot potato. Everyone has an opinion, and no one can agree on the best way forward. The government is caught in the middle, trying to balance economic interests with environmental concerns. It's enough to make you want to hop on a plane and fly away from it all. But before you book your ticket, let's take a closer look at the impact on the people who live and work near Heathrow. What about the locals? Imagine living next to a giant vacuum cleaner that never switches off. That's what it's like for some people living near Heathrow, and it's about to get a whole lot louder. The third runway means more flights, which means more noise, and not the gentle hum of a distant engine. We're talking ear-splitting roars that can shake your windows and rattle your teeth. Then there's the air pollution. Those planes don't run on fairy dust, you know. They guzzle jet fuel like it's going out of fashion, spewing out exhaust fumes that can make your eyes water and your throat scratchy. Residents have every right to be concerned. Their quality of life is at stake. But Heathrow says they're doing everything they can to mitigate the impact, from soundproofing homes to investing in cleaner technology. Heathrow's high-stakes gamble. Heathrow is taking a gamble, a multi-billion-pound gamble. They're betting that the economic benefits of expansion will outweigh the environmental costs and the anger of local residents. It's a high-stakes game, and only time will tell if they've played their cards right. If all goes according to plan, Heathrow will cement its status as a global aviation hub, creating jobs and boosting the UK economy. But if they've miscalculated, they could end up with a white elephant, an expensive, underused runway, and a whole lot of angry neighbours. It's a gamble that could make or break Heathrow. So what's the verdict? Is Heathrow's expansion a good idea or a disaster waiting to happen? Honestly, it's too early to tell. There are strong arguments on both sides. One thing's for sure: the future of air travel is up in the air. As we become more aware of the environmental impact of flying, something's got to give. Whether it's investing in cleaner technology, finding alternative fuels, or simply flying less, the aviation industry is facing a turbulent future. As for Heathrow, they're rolling the dice and hoping for the best. Only time will tell if their gamble pays off.
New York City, a metropolis that stands as a symbol of ambition, diversity, and relentless energy. From the towering skyscrapers to the bustling streets, every corner of this city tells a story of dreams and determination. It's a town that never sleeps. The city pulses with life 24/7, its streets illuminated by the glow of neon lights and the constant movement of people. Whether it's the early morning rush or the late night revelry, New York City is always alive, always in motion. And neither does its biggest airport, JFK. John F. Kennedy International Airport is a microcosm of the city itself, dynamic, ever-changing, and crucial to the lifeblood of New York. It's a place where millions of journeys begin and end, a hub of endless activity. Named after a president, JFK Airport is a gateway to America. It's seen it all. From the golden age of air travel, when flying was a glamorous affair, to the modern era of mass transit, where efficiency and speed are paramount. This airport has been a witness to history, adapting and evolving with the times. From the glamour of the jet age to the chaos of the 21st century, the airport has transformed from a symbol of luxury to a bustling hub that handles millions of passengers each year. It's a place where the past meets the present, where the echoes of history can still be felt amidst the modern-day hustle and bustle. But all that history comes with a price tag. The infrastructure that once represented the pinnacle of modernity now requires constant upkeep and modernization. The cost of maintaining and upgrading such a vast and complex facility is staggering. Maintaining this aging airport ain't cheap. The runways, terminals, and support systems all need regular attention to ensure they meet the demands of today's air travel. It's a never-ending task that requires significant investment and resources. We're talking billions of dollars. The financial burden of keeping JFK operational is immense. From routine maintenance to major overhauls, the costs add up quickly. It's a testament to the airport's importance that such investments are deemed necessary. Just to keep the lights on and the planes landing, the control tower, the runways, the terminals, all require constant attention and funding. It's a delicate balance of managing resources to ensure the airport runs smoothly day and night. Think about that the next time you're stuck on the tarmac. Every delay, every maintenance check, every upgrade is part of a larger effort to keep this vital gateway functioning. JFK Airport is more than just a transit point. It's a living, breathing entity that plays a crucial role in connecting people and places around the world. Runways. They are the lifelines of any airport, the critical pathways that ensure planes can take off and land safely. Without them, air travel as we know it would come to a standstill. They're the unsung heroes of air travel. Every day, thousands of flights depend on these stretches of pavement to operate smoothly, yet they rarely get the attention they deserve. And at JFK, one of the busiest airports in the world, these runways are getting a serious upgrade. This isn't just a minor touch-up. It's a full-scale renovation aimed at enhancing safety and efficiency. One runway got a $355 million makeover. This massive investment is part of a broader initiative to modernize the airport's infrastructure. Not bad for a strip of pavement. But why so much money? What makes this project so expensive? Well, these runways were falling apart. Years of constant use had taken their toll, leading to cracks and other forms of damage that could compromise safety. Cracks, potholes, you name it. These issues aren't just cosmetic, they can pose serious risks to aircraft during takeoff and landing. Not exactly what you want when a jumbo jet is about to touch down. The stakes are incredibly high and the margin for error is razor thin. The new runway is smoother, stronger, and ready for anything. It's designed to handle the immense pressure and weight of modern aircraft, ensuring a safer experience for everyone, even a rough landing from a budget airline. This upgrade is a testament to the importance of investing in our infrastructure, ensuring that our airports can meet the demands of the future. The project involved a massive team of engineers, construction workers, and planners, all working tirelessly to bring this vision to life. It wasn't just about laying down new asphalt, it was about creating a runway that could stand the test of time. With new markings, improved drainage systems, and state-of-the-art materials, this runway is now one of the most advanced in the world. It's a crucial step forward in making air travel safer and more efficient. So the next time you board a plane at JFK, take a moment to appreciate the incredible work that goes into maintaining these vital pieces of infrastructure. It's a $355 million investment in your safety and comfort. It's not just the runways that need love. JFK's other runway needed some work too. A cool $125 million worth of work. Think of it as a spa day for asphalt. This rehab project wasn't as dramatic as the big one, but it was just as important. It's all about keeping those planes moving, and keeping those passengers happy, or at least not rioting in the terminal. Hold on to your hats, folks, because things are about to get really expensive. JFK is undergoing a massive redevelopment. The price tag? A cool $19 billion. We're talking new terminals, better roads, and maybe even a monorail. Okay, maybe not a monorail, but a guy can dream, right? This project is all about bringing JFK into the 21st century, and making sure it can handle the millions of passengers that pass through every year. Port authorities' role. So, who's footing the bill for all this? Well, it's not coming out of your pocket. Directly anyway. The Port Authority of New York and New Jersey is in charge of JFK. They're the ones writing the checks and making sure the work gets done. They're like the airport's rich uncle. Except instead of giving you candy, they give you multi-billion-dollar infrastructure projects. Runways and terminals are just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole lot more that goes into keeping JFK running. We're talking about things like security, cleaning, and making sure the bathrooms don't descend into total anarchy. These hidden costs add up, but they're essential to keeping the airport functioning, because nobody wants to fly into an airport that smells like a gym sock. All this construction and renovation is great, but it comes with a price. Delays. Lots and lots of delays. Construction slows things down, and delays cost money. Airlines lose money, passengers miss connections, and everyone gets a little bit grumpier. But hey, at least we'll have a shiny new airport, right? Investing in the future. Is it worth the cost? When we talk about investments, especially those involving public funds, it's crucial to weigh the benefits against the costs. This is particularly true for large-scale projects like the ongoing developments at JFK Airport. So, is all this spending worth it? That's the million-dollar question. Or, in this case, the billion-dollar question. The sheer scale of the investment can be mind-boggling, and it's natural to wonder if the returns justify the expenditure. On one hand, JFK is a vital transportation hub. It serves millions of passengers each year, connecting people from all corners of the globe. The airport's role in facilitating international trade and tourism cannot be overstated. It needs to be safe, modern, and efficient. Upgrading its infrastructure ensures that it can handle the increasing passenger traffic and meet the demands of the future. This includes everything from advanced security systems to state-of-the-art terminals that enhance the passenger experience. On the other hand, billions of dollars is a lot of money. It's a significant chunk of public funds, and there are always competing priorities. The opportunity cost of such an investment is substantial. That money could be used for other things. For instance, our education system is in dire need of funding. Schools across the country are struggling with outdated facilities, lack of resources, and underpaid teachers. Investing in education could have a profound impact on the future of our children and society as a whole. Similarly, healthcare is another critical area that could benefit from increased funding. Hospitals and clinics need modern equipment, more staff, and better facilities to provide quality care to patients. The recent pandemic has highlighted the gaps in our healthcare system, and addressing these issues is more important than ever, like education, healthcare, or maybe even a monorail. Imagine a futuristic transportation system that reduces traffic congestion and pollution, making our cities more livable. While it might sound like a dream, such projects could become a reality with the right investment. Okay, I'll stop with the monorail thing, maybe. But the point remains, we need to carefully consider where our money goes. Every dollar spent is a dollar that could have been used elsewhere. It's a delicate balancing act, and the decisions we make today will shape the future for generations to come. So, is it worth the cost? The answer isn't straightforward. It requires a thorough analysis of the potential benefits and drawbacks, and a clear understanding of our priorities as a society. Only then can we make informed decisions that truly serve the public good. JFK's future is a balancing act, balancing the need for modernization with the cost of progress. It's about finding ways to keep the airport running smoothly, without breaking the bank. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Because one thing's for sure, JFK isn't going anywhere, and neither is the need to keep it soaring high, even if it costs a fortune.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to share your thoughts on airport parking fees in the comments below. If you're interested in learning more about airline operations, be sure to check out our related videos.